collective is celebrating a moment where they have decided to either stand up to someone who has a lot of opinions over their life, their finances, their wealth, their possessions, just in general, everything in the material realm, or they're celebrating quietly. They may not have stood up to someone specifically. They may not have stood up to someone specifically. They may just be trying to make some changes against unsolicited opinions. And whoever this person was put them in a lot of back and forth between comparison of other people and inspiration. So it's like being inspired to change, and then this person starts with their opinions and it puts us into comparison, or they could have compared you to other people. But we're currently leaving behind our mental prison that comes from comparison. And we're allowing the tower to fall. We're letting the foundation crumble, and we're seeing what happens after. We're kind of just chilling, waiting to see what happens after that tower crumbles to the ground. And that's absolutely beautiful, because we are leaving behind these self-sabotaging cycles, the addictions, the codependency, that type of thing. We're leaving that behind by doing this. That is a step in the correct direction. We're still a little bit in self-sabotage, right? Because we've just started this process. We're not going to be automatically balanced overnight, right? And we're still self-sabotaging our little opportunity here just a little bit as we begin this process. And that's because we're working on this perspective shift. We're working on a perspective shift. Right now, we're still currently in our, as I said, we're standing up to people who put us in the either feeling like we don't deserve the things we want, so we have to keep working or giving in order to obtain that thing, but the bar continues to forever raise. Or we're in this person we stood up to, we were financially dependent on, right? We were dependent on in some capacity. So much so that we, realizing that we were either working too hard and not receiving our due compensation, or that we were dependent on someone else to give us the abundance we need. And we're a bit disappointed in that. It's like we're getting into the perspective shift of realizing those things, realizing that, and then feeling a type of way about it. Feeling a type of way about all the times we've gone around in circles and haven't had those victories, of when we did not leave behind this overcritical person or our own overcritical mind, right? We've been deeply dissatisfied with it as well. We've been paying attention, again, this constant energy of paying attention to these 3 cups and being upset about it when there are other cups in the background, right? And that's okay. We have our feelings, we're allowed to have them, right? We're starting to, once we get through that little moment in time, that's when we'll start going after what we want, right? We have this dream, we have this yearning for something, and it's our legacy. We want to go towards it. We want to take our little cup, we want to ride our little horse, and we want to get to our legacy. We want to get to this. Being surrounded by our abundance, having our little dog, having our little family, dog, pet, whatever pet you want, right? We want this. That's where we want to go. But we've definitely not been in that energy for a while, and we want to get there. That's where we want to go. Why you need to hear this at this time is because you're currently looking inside of yourself. You're looking inside of yourself and trying to get your priorities straight. You're trying to make some plans because, again, we are not satisfied with the way things have been going when we've been listening to whoever this is, right? Whoever this is, whether it's someone else or our own brain, you know your story best. But we are not happy with the traditions, the rules, the way things have been of either using the truth to hurt people, being hypercritical, or being fair and just with our truth. Speaking plainly, being honest, right? It's like, someone who uses their truth in order to make you feel bad. But this current little moment in time, that's what we're currently working on. We're literally in the middle of that journey of leaving behind these thought processes and patterns, shifting our perspective in order to leave behind things we may have put a lot of time and effort into, that have not really panned out for us at all. And moving, oh, that's cute, and moving into a more emotionally balanced state around what we want, which is the King of Pentacles. Now, again, this was in the sideways, and horizontal always means either or. So we had that before, right? Leaving it behind to get into this energy, right? So trying to get into our stable time, into our stable moment where we have the abundance, where we have everything we need, and we have our awesome little house in the background. We have all the clothes we could ever need. We're surrounded by our wonderful grapes. We have our pentacle life is good. That's what we want. That's what we're working towards. And we're in the middle of this journey right here, right? In the middle of that. And right now, we haven't quite started that journey with our finances, right? We haven't yet started. Page of Pentacles is the very start of that journey. We have not started the journey towards the plugging away at it, putting in the consistency, probably because we don't know where to start just yet. We've made the decision to start, but we haven't figured out where to start, right? Just right there. And that's a beautiful thing, right? Because once we do start plugging away, that's when we get into our Emperor energy. That's when we get into our power. We stand on business and we get into that abundance. Yeah. Beep. Confirmation. That's the wake-up call. We're moving towards the wake-up call, right? The wake-up call towards the Ten of Pentacles, towards our justice, for all the times that we were not in our Nine of Pentacles, the mini Empress, for all the times that we were not in that, despite following what was said, despite following everything they said. We want to head towards the sun, our happiness, right? Right now, we're not there. We're in the Empress reversed. We're not there yet. No headphones? No, baby, no. But don't worry. The energy for turning that around is coming in fast, right? It's going to come in fast. Once you make this little switch, this little perspective switch, you'll be surprised at how fast the energy moves with you, right? Yes, that's where it's supposed to be. Now, what you need to do about it at this time is you need to get your masculine and feminine energies on the same page, okay? We need our plans and our motivations on the same page, right? He's got his wand, she's got her sword. They're both looking at the same goal and heading on the same path. We need them on the same page. We need our chasing energy and our receiving energy to be on the same page. If you're going to go towards something, you need to believe you're going to get it, okay? Yes, it is. That doesn't have a charger, buddy. We lost that forever ago. Yeah. We want to bring that in. Go ask Daddy, okay? We want to bring that energy in. But as I said before, manifestation, if you ask the universe, you're not going to go into a restaurant, order a burger, pay for the burger, and then not expect to receive your burger. Same thing with the universe. The universe is a bit more nuanced than that, but the concept is the same. You go in there, you order the thing, you do the energetic work to make it happen, and then you expect to receive the thing you asked for. If they're not on the same page, you're never going to get it, okay? So you got to get on the same page. And where we're at now is we need to watch out for our self-sabotaging behaviors, for those vices. That does not have a charger, buddy. I'm sorry. I don't have one. Sorry.
This one? This one?
Listen, I don't have a charger for that. No charger. Bye-bye, charger. Bye-bye, charger.
See you, charger.
I'm sorry, buddy. So, yeah. I'm sorry about that. Right here. That devil energy will come up. It'll be the old behaviors of I don't really deserve the things that I need. I don't deserve the things that I'm asking for. Right? I don't have the ability to get it, and getting back into those habits that kind of kept that away from us, right? Not trying to keep those energies imbalanced. That's kind of what we need to watch for, right? Going back and forth on that, leaving those behind and staying in that energy. Because that'll put us in the mental prison. That'll put us right back into the mental prison. We don't want to be in the mental prison. The mental prison traps us up. It keeps us stuck with our thoughts and our words in order to keep us from moving forward. Instead, they want us to work with the energies. So, like, we have the people who don't celebrate for you, the people who aren't really clapping for you. They're clapping because they have to, not because they're actually happy for you. And our sense of regret, grief, disappointment, and loss, they want us to work with that energy instead of using it to keep us in here. So, what I mean is, despite feeling that energy, continuing to work with the universe towards that goal. You know what I mean? And they want you to make a choice. What are the options? Following your intuition versus trying to follow the tried and true from this person from before, right? They want you to make your choice. What are you going to do? What do you want to do? They need you to know. Are you going to go with what most people would say is the logical choice? Or are you going to go with what you want to do, your passion, right? Once you make that choice, that'll allow you, yeah, when you make that choice, it'll allow you to finally go through that door, right? Like I said, we weren't quite ready to go start that journey yet. This is literally the same card. We finally go through that golden door that prompts us into finding the information we need, looking into things, getting the research done, getting creative, making the plans, right? And along the way, we're going to find people who don't like what we're doing, right? Whether that's ourselves, old thought patterns creeping up to put us back into that comparison versus inspiration and knock us out of our power, or yeah, like that's what we'll come across. That will happen. It's either external people or it'll be your own thought process, right? Be aware of that as you go. Stay in the inspiration, not in the comparison, okay? Yeah, have that strength. Have that strength that even if you get that little cut in there, even if you get that little cut, you'll keep going. You'll keep going. And you'll carry that beast right on your back and you won't worry about it because you're on a path. You're on your journey. Okay? So even if you get those little cuts from your own brain, from external, either or both, right? Even if you have it, keep going. Because just like in video games, the right path often has the most monsters on it, right? So that's the recap. Thank you for your patience, everyone that's still here. Let's get into the Oracle advice cards to see, like, to give you a little bit more guidance, a little more food for thought, so that you can make more of an informed decision, think more on it, and just kind of ease your fears a little bit, ease those anxieties and worries. So let's see. This is a brand new deck. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But let's see what they have in store for us today. I'm not sponsored. This was given to me by a person, right? But for those who want to know, it's this one. Gorgeous, gorgeous deck. Gorgeous deck. So let's get into it. Spirit, let's calm their fears, ease their anxieties, give them some advice to help guide them along the way on their journey as they continue forward. Give them the path of least resistance. Give them that calm, that knowing, and just lead them the way that they're trying to go. Okay? Let's get into it. What's closing advice for my collective on this journey forward? Let's see. Thank you for your likes, everyone. I'm focused down here, but I do see you guys being, yes, starseed. Yeah, someone might feel like they're a starseed. But I do really see you guys here in the comments, and I do really appreciate it. It looks like we got one. The unseen world. Remember, there is a realm beyond the visible. Explore it with your inner vision. So dream a little bit. Okay? As you continue on, keep the vision of what you want strong in here. Keep it there. The best way to manifest things is to imagine the outcome of what you want and ground yourself in that reality as much as possible, right? Stay in the now, but like tap into the energy of how it'll feel when you get there. That'll keep you in that that happier energy, that higher vibrational energy, that keeps you pushing towards this goal here. Okay. Any other advice for my collective here? Yeah, and that'll also help you when you get those negative influences who try to kind of take you off of it. That'll help you stay strong in your convictions as well. Thank you for sharing the live. Oh my goodness. Yes. Any other closing advice for my collective here today? These beautiful blue and yellow. Yeah, speak your truth and then be confident in yourself. Surrenders peace. Let go of inner resistance. Surrender to the flow of life. So yes, get that resistance towards receiving what you want out of the way. Get it on the same page, friend, okay? It's in the surrender that we let things come to us, all right? There's nothing wrong with going after it. I'm not telling you to just lay there on the side of the road and wait for it to be delivered to you, but don't think that you're going to chase away your manifestation. The more you sit in the, oh, what if I do something to mess it up? The more it stays over here. Because we're so worried about losing it that we're telling the universe we're not ready for it yet. You have to stand firm in the I have it. It's already here. Right? That's kind of how we stay on track, you know? And it's not like it'll never come to you. It'll just continue to be just out of reach, you know? Because it has to come from the 5D to the 3D. So it has to travel here. It has to manifest into reality. So you have to continue to believe it to be real for it to show up in the real. You know what I mean? Those who know, they know. You know what I mean. Any more advice from my wonderful collective here today? I would highly recommend reading the book I Am, I Create, because it talks all about that. It's a little woo-woo, but that's fine. If you're listening to a tarot reading, you're fine with some woo-woo. Inner stillness. Cultivate inner stillness. It is the key to deeper understanding. Oh, and inner doorway. Open the door within and let life's circumstances pass through you. Oh, interesting. It's interesting that we got both of these. Remember how we had that doorway that we were trying to go through? Yeah, being strong, holding that in your heart, opening the door to your heart to get clear on what you want. Yeah, and letting the chaos of the world, all those opinions, go away. Getting clear, being still. Being still. You have to figure out how to quiet those voices, quiet those projections. Getting more comfortable and sitting in your own knowing. Because if you really feel like something's for you, like you feel it in your bones, I'm meant for this. Trust it, okay? Quantum you. Harness the power of quantum physics to manifest the life you desire. What you think you can ground into your reality, okay? What you think you can bring into your reality. That's how it works. Humans are master manifestors. That's what we're here for. Think about it. Think of all the things humans, like I can talk to you right now in real time on this screen. That was not possible not even that long ago. This is a fever dream. This would be considered like, people would think we were gods at this point in time. Nobody could have ever imagined this to be a thing, right? But here we are right now in reality living it. This was a dream in someone's head and they made it real. And the only difference between you and that person is you're in your meat suit and they're in theirs. So why can't you? Why can't you do the same? Why can't you bring your own things into your life? You know? Why? Humans are meant to manifest. We're creators. We're creator beings. We come here with our very squishy bodies, with our bare minimum defenses, and we bring things into existence, and then we use them to make it so we can live anywhere on this planet in the most inhospitable places and thrive. Isn't that crazy? Anything else for my collective here? More closing advice. Oh, 3 cards. Lovely. Personal legend. Recognize and pursue your personal legend. It's your true path. It's your true path. Go on your path. You know what you want. Soul's calling. Listen to your soul's calling. It guides you towards your true purpose. I told you. I told you. That initial moment of what if I don't have to do it this way? That's your soul talking to you. That's your own destiny speaking to you. Believe in the power of your mind. It can create miracles. Placebo power. I mean, I said what I said. The cards are just, okay. I love when they do that. Your brain, you can literally believe it into existence, right? You can be a little delusional. It's okay. Beautiful. Oh, this is great. Anything else? I'll pull, let's do 2 more, Spirit, and then I'll release them to the wilds of the night. 2 more cards for my collective here, Spirit, on advice. There's 1. And last one. Last one for them, collective. Last one. Thank you. So we have the eternal now. Hello. Experience life fully in the now. It is the only true reality. Yes. So remember how I said, make sure you're here in the present, right? So we're not future tripping and being afraid of the future not coming within. Be in the now, but hold on to the vibration, the feeling, the energy that you want to feel your life to be, and let the universe give it back to you, because that's how they do things. They go based off of what you're giving them, right? If your now is lack, scarcity, and fear, Spirit hears that and they mirror it, right? But if you start going into, I want to feel like this, if I had this going on, if I had financial freedom, it would feel like such a relief. I would be able to spend without ever worrying about, I would spend knowing that I always had enough. And so I start sitting in that energy of not being so scared of my finances while making the plans and learning how to keep my finances stable. Spirit goes, oh, okay, that's what you want. We're sitting in it. All right, here's more opportunities for you to keep staying in that energy. Here's more, like, here, we'll let reality mirror that back to you now that we can give it to you because you're open to receiving it now. You're in the same energy, so it's not like there's a block there. And we have untethered soul. Free yourself from limiting beliefs. Allow your spirit to soar. Yes. Fly. Get out of the cage and fly. Fly, my friends. Spread your wings and soar. And the power of now. There is immense power in living in the present moment. I said what I said. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's all I have for you today. I hope that helps you. Like, truly, I do. Absolute. Thank you guys for being here again. This has been absolutely wonderful. I said absolute so many times. This has been wonderful. I love the night crowd. Every time I come here, you guys are awesome. So, if you want a personal reading, I offer that at the link in my bio. Feel free to check that out. If you're watching this in the YouTube, when I post this later, it will be in the description box down below. For 2 things at the moment, the numbers on there is just the tarot cards, but it also includes oracle cards, dice, runes, charms, synchronicities. Everything comes with it. It's not just the number listed, okay? I plan on offering videos in the future, and I'm also working on some year ahead readings. So feel free to check that out. That'll be coming in the future. Just check it out, see if I vibe with you. If I do not, this is the last I see of you. Thank you for being here, for allowing me into your energy, for choosing me to be a reader for today. Thank you, Nicole, for giving me your time and energy. And I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. All of the love, abundance, joy, health, wealth, and happiness and healing on your journey. And if you have chosen to follow me, you do vibe with me. Thank you again. I wish all the same for you, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye bye.